Hey guys, everything you've ever known is a lie. Your life is a lie. Your whole existence is a lie. You don't live on planet Earth. The moon isn't real. Your parents aren't real. You aren't even real.
The moon is actually cosmic energy, not a solid rock. In 1965, Professor Robert Foster, he explained how his studies led him to find out that the moon is actually 99% plasma. He also went on to explain how a full moon has a dense electrified atmosphere. Here is NASA explaining and talking about the plasma sheet on the moon. Different comparisons on the plasma poster of the moon.
Okay, what the actual fuck? You expect me to listen to you and just believe everything you're telling me? Gab-toothed bald man who can't figure out how to wear a beanie actually holds information about the moon that 99% of the population has never f***ing heard of. Hey, what's going on guys? I'm back with yet another video, and I hope you guys are enjoying this Leafy style content, or at least the old Leafy style content, because he's basically got a schizophrenic middle school dark humor kind of vibe now. But anyways, today I'm going to reshape your entire view on reality. The Earth is flat. Donald Trump is a robot, and giants are real. Okay, jokes aside, I'm going to tell you guys about these batshit crazy people on Facebook.
Did you know that April Fool's is actually our real New Year?
Honestly, the only reason I could possibly see him having an AI-generated image of a clown here with a giant red arrow pointing at him would be to say like, this clown right here is the April Fool? I mean, it may seem like a reach, but what other possible reason could there be for this image?
In case you're new here, there are actually 13 months in a year, with each month consisting of 28 days.
Okay, wait, slow the f*** down, dude. I don't like the way you just said that shit. Like, yeah, in case you're new here, you know, the rest of us are all pretty caught up to speed on this whole calendar thing, but I guess I'll explain it to you.
The calendar we use today has, for some reason, been altered to create these uneven months.
Oh, for some reason, okay.
And has completely thrown us out of rhythm. Before our new calendar, we would follow the 28-day moon cycle. Just think about it. It makes perfect sense. If every month had 28 days, the month would always start on a Monday and end on a Sunday. You can't tell me that doesn't make more sense than it beginning and ending on a random day.
I mean, I hate to burst your bubble, but like, dude, it absolutely doesn't make more sense. If you don't know already, which I wouldn't expect you to, because even knowing this information in the first place puts you below the majority of society. But if every month was 28 days, then there would be enough days left over to create a new month that would be 29 days long.
Even when we look at the meanings of the names of each month, they tell us how wrong the current calendar is.
Oh, huh, interesting. So that was just a lie.
April 1st, or April Fool's, is actually symbolic to us being fooled into thinking that January 1st is really the new year. We are connected to nature in more ways than you can believe.
Yeah, totally, guys. Whoever created April Fool's Day did it because he was calling everyone on Earth fools for following the same calendar system instead of using this random bullshit.
And when we follow nature, it shows us that the real new year is in spring. What's significant about spring? Well, it's when the Earth comes alive.
I did not edit this video at all, by the way. The subtitles are completely separated from the narration. So a couple days ago, my dad stumbled across this Facebook post from the group Flat Earth Reality. Really quick, I just want to note that all the big or main conspiracy groups on Facebook either have a large amount of flat earthers on the group, or the group literally just has Flat Earth in the name. So the post says, "Oh my, I guess we need to just start watching The Simpsons to find out what's gonna happen." Of course they predicted the bridge collapse, which is just beyond retarded. If you haven't heard about this already, there's a show called The Simpsons, and there was like 2 or 3 things that they had referenced or talked about in their episodes that actually ended up happening in real life years after the episodes air. The most mentioned prediction was Donald Trump becoming president, but honestly, in my opinion, at least for this quote-unquote prediction, I feel like Trump just probably saw that episode of The Simpsons and probably thought like, shit, guys, I'm rich enough to make that happen, right? Shit, man, I mean, I don't really know, but we can try. Fuck it. Anyway, so after that happened, there were memes about it and how the Simpsons are time travelers and stuff, but some people are actually believing this shit. Like, they will straight up see an episode of The Simpsons where somebody gets the flu and be like, oh shit, dude, The Simpsons predicted COVID-19. Illuminati confirmed. FBI, come get me right now. So now there's real people living on this earth who have the power to vote, by the way, believing that The Simpsons are legit either time travelers or are hinting to knowing what all the elite inner circle's plans are for the world. Honestly, after doing all my research, none of the quote-unquote predictions that The Simpsons have made are actually, like, legitimate or seem actually mind-blowing, other than the Donald Trump presidency one. They all either just seem like a coincidence, or like they took something from the show and said, hey, something similar to that happened in real life. 35 predictions from The Simpsons that came true. From coronavirus to Lady Gaga performing at the Super Bowl to the Apple Vision Pro. Number 15, baby translator. I guess there was like a Simpsons episode that included a baby translator device. And the reason this is a prediction isn't because someone actually made a baby translator like in the show, but because multiple people have pretended to make baby translators. It says, today there are quite a few baby translator equivalents on the App Store. They're talking about shit like this, which if you didn't already know, doesn't work. It's not real.
But if it's fake, then why does it have a 4.3 rating on the App Store?
Because the only people dumb enough to download this app and believe that it works are children. Children download the app, they record their little brother or sister crying, and then the app says, oh yeah, that cry means that they're hungry and they want a bottle. Yeah. Then once the baby gets a bottle, holy shit, it stops crying. Crazy, right? The top review on this app is 4 stars, and literally it just starts saying that the app doesn't work, dude. Sorry, back to the main topic. This Facebook post is claiming that The Simpsons predicted that the Baltimore Bridge would collapse. And if you have at least 75% of your brain, you can tell that this is completely fake. I mean, there's a bunch of little tiny boats in the water, and the boat is merging and bending with the bridge in ways that doesn't make any sense at all. The image is AI generated, and all these people fell for it. That is because Matt Groening, the creator of The Simpsons, is a Freemason and has knowledge of what is planned in the years to come. These people are not predicting. They are bold-faced telling us that they are planning to destroy our country. These people have the ability to drive. These people can become teachers, or therapists, or parents. These people can vote, okay? I took a screenshot of a star and it looks like a face. And this other person says, that's because it is. Motherfucker. What do these people believe in? Right before the Maui fire, there were Mountain Dew flavors that said Maui Burst. And then right before the Francis Scott Key Bridge went splash, they released a flavor called Star Spangled Splash. And then at the bottom it says, that's a pretty big coincidence. I mean, not really, dude. I feel like it's a stretch to even call it a coincidence at all. Like, I really want to ask these people questions. I want to interview these people and find out what they think the reason for this is. Do they think that the people come up with new flavors for these sodas were just like, oh dude, the Jews decided that the bridge is gonna collapse in March. We should totally name a flavor Star Spangled Splash to hint at the bridge, but then disguise it as like an Independence Day flavor. With all these conspiracies, I feel like a lot of them can be debunked with just why? Like, why would they hint to knowing exactly what's gonna happen in the show The Simpsons, or in a Mountain Dew bottle, or on the dollar bill?
The redesign. Folks, this is undisputable. They executed a plan that was already planned. Okay, here's the 1 to the 5. The towers are hit. The buildings are falling. The buildings are gone. And all there's left is smoke. This is not a joke. Okay? Now, I can hear some pastor right now. Oh, you're spreading fear. You know, truth is only fearful to those that don't want the truth because they would rather hide themselves from the truth. And you ready for this, folks? If I take the $20 bill right now and I fold it like such in front of you, and this is the mind blower, okay? You tell me what you see when I fold this $20 bill. I'm going to fill the whole, I'm going to cut off his head a little bit here. Do you see a guy wearing a mask? Is there a guy wearing a mask? Is that Andrew Jackson upside down, but they made his head bigger because they want him to wear a mask? And what year did they want him to wear a mask? Oh, look at that, 2020.
I mean, why the f would they hint to knowing anything at all if they actually are behind this? This says, microwave popcorn equals the devil.
It's microwave popcorn. Microwave popcorn is the devil for a lot of different reasons, right? But the problem with microwave popping corn is the lining of the bag. Okay, so first of all, they're lining the bag with like PFOA. Now, this is like perfluoroacetic acid. And the problem with this is that it is considered to be a carcinogen, but it's linked to cancer, it's linked to infertility issues in lab animals once it's heated up. So the interesting...
Yeah, so if you didn't already know, basically, microwave popcorn is the devil. Okay, but actually, if you didn't already know, basically everything has flavors and ingredients that make it taste good, but are also linked to negative side effects. Like, I mean, the water you drink probably has shit in it that's linked to cancer and infertility. Almost every single item you can buy in any grocery store near you is linked to cancer and infertility. There's almost no avoiding it, and you guys don't have to live the way that I do. But people drink Pepsi and hot Cheetos and microwaved popcorn and then live a nice, long life without infertility or cancer. Even if they have a higher chance of getting it than someone else that only eats farm-fresh foods, the risk isn't really enough for me to give a shit. Who still uses their microwave? Globetards are using it. What a crazily ironic term to use. Like, that's actually hilarious that he's calling people who think the Earth is round a globetard. Here are 4 ways to prove that the Earth is round. Way number 1. Watch a lunar eclipse. A lunar eclipse is when the shadow of the Earth covers the entire surface of the moon and blocks all the sunlight from getting to the moon at all. Way number 2. Watch a ship sail off into the sea. You can get the best telescope and the best binoculars, and just watch until the ship slowly starts to look like it's sinking, but really it's just getting further away and out of view because the Earth is a sphere. It's going over the horizon. Way number 3. Watch the sunset. Way number 4. Travel. Get in a plane or drive across the time zones.
No, the existence of Antarctica poses a huge problem for you. When it is summer in the northern hemisphere, you love to pretend that the sun moves inwards to this tropic, making the days longer here and shorter in the southern hemisphere. And then when it's winter in the north, you like to put the sun at the other tropic, which you think gives you the shorter days up north that you want, but in the south it's total chaos. You have the sun tracing this enormous trajectory, which would leave everything out here in darkness for most of the day, when in reality there are long periods of time in Antarctica where the sun never sets. Since your dinky little sun can never illuminate this entire fantasy ice wall at once, this completely obliterates your model, which is why you resort to conspiracy. You simply deny that this midnight sun ever occurs, while claiming that no one can go to Antarctica to verify it for themselves, because the government NASA Jew penguins will kill you. Well, apart from all the commercial cruises, civilians can even apply for jobs there, so you totally could go see it for yourself. But you don't really have to go all the way to Antarctica. Just go to the tip of South America, like this town, where people live. Or don't even go there, just look up times of sunrise and sunset on the internet. In mid-December, sunrise is earlier than 5 a.m., and sunset is later than 10 p.m. Now take your little model for the seasons and make it show night and day. Then try and make the night and day portions match up with these sunrise and sunset times. Demonstrate the light from the sun illuminating this location for more than 70% of its trajectory. And as you do that, make sure that it does not illuminate Point Barrow, Alaska whatsoever during its entire trajectory, as that town has endless night during this time of the year. That's right, lots of sun over here and zero sun over here. Good luck. If you decide to even try, observe that the light patterns become so nonsensical that not even the most meth-fueled creatives amongst you could vomit enough magnetism jargon to justify it. If you can't make your model show the seasons and night and day at the same time, as I pointed out that you can't almost a year ago, then seriously consider shutting up forever.
That little clip was from a video called 10 Challenges for Flat Earthers by Professor Dave Explains. I'll leave a link to the video in the description. Anyway, so here's another post that I found. Why NASA will fire 3 rockets at the solar eclipse. And then there's like a little guy on the bottom saying 93 million miles away. Basically trying to say that the sun is closer than they tell us, or maybe he's saying that the sun is fake? I have no idea what he's even trying to say with this, but I looked it up and they're launching 3 rockets at the solar eclipse to see if they can see the effect that the darkness has on the Earth, I guess. They're not literally launching missiles at the solar eclipse to like obliterate the moon or the sun or anything, like this meme is insinuating. But in total, wrapping this whole thing up, I want you guys to remember a few things. The Earth is flat, the Simpsons are Jews that control every major world event, and you are the April Fool. Okay, jokes aside, thank you guys so much for the recent support on my videos. I promise I'm going to stay consistent, and please don't believe in any random conspiracy Facebook post without any additional critical thinking or research. And yeah, that's all for today. Make sure you guys subscribe and smash that like button like a savage Facebook user, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Got me in this party all up in the zone. Hottest Betty's trying to take away my cell phone. Like, come and party, I've been trying to shake you off my mind, but just can't get you off me. Keep it moving, they ain't worth it. Yeah, that's what my father taught me, but for now I'm going through the motions of letting go. Cause my mind's telling me yes, but my heart really don't know. Your heart went dark out of nowhere, yet I still see a glow.